In 2014, when there was intense discussion on the tudung, I had a closed-door meeting with Muslim leaders. We spoke candidly, heart to heart. They explained to me why the tudung was important to the community and what they hoped the government would allow. I told them I understood how strongly they felt, but I also explained the government's perspective and the reasons behind our policies. I said that for school uniforms, the government had overriding reasons for the current rules. In national schools, all students wear the same uniforms, whether they are rich or poor, and regardless of race or religion. We need to emphasize their similarities and minimize their differences so that students can build bonds in their formative years that will shape their attitudes for life. For different important reasons, we must maintain the status quo for the SAF, the Home Team, and other uniformed services. They are impartial and secular arms of the state. They wield armed force and they enforce the laws of Singapore. And they must always be seen to be doing so without fear or favor, and therefore everyone wears the same uniform. Then we have the nurses in hospitals, and here the opposing considerations are more finely balanced. On the one hand, the community's desires. On the other hand, the government's concerns, both national and specific to nursing. Patients in a hospital are often anxious and sometimes very ill. So it's important that they and their families see all nurses as the same. On their part, nurses must feel equally comfortable caring for all patients, regardless of race or religion. We don't want a visible distinction in the nurse's attire to make this harder to achieve. I told the Muslim leaders in 2014 that government policy in the healthcare sector was not set in stone. We would monitor the situation. If and when we changed our position, we would first make sure that everyone, Muslims and non-Muslims, understood and accepted the change. Because the tudung is not just a matter for Muslims, it's a national issue. Since then, the government has been watching the situation closely. We observe, by and large, interactions between the races remain comfortable. Non-Muslims have become more used to seeing Muslim women wearing the tudung. And Muslim women wearing tudung are generally also quite at ease, interacting socially with non-Muslim men and women in most settings. Specifically in hospitals, some of the non-uniformed staff do wear the tudung, and we saw that their relationship with patients and colleagues was all right. Furthermore, younger Singaporeans are more accepting of racial and religious differences. So a few months ago, I met Muslim leaders again. I thanked them for their help managing this sensitive issue all these years. I told them we were now ready. We would prepare the ground and tee up for a decision by the National Day rally. So tonight, I'm making the announcement. Starting in November, Muslim nurses in the public healthcare sector will be allowed to wear a tudung with their uniforms if they wish to. I spoke about this in the Malay speech earlier, but I didn't make the announcement then, so let me announce it again in Malay for our Malay friends. Biar saya ucapkan sekali lagi dalam bahasa Melayu, buat rakan-rakan Melayu kita. Pemerintah telah ambil keputusan mengenai soal tudung. Mulai November nanti, jururawat Muslim di sektor kesihatan awam akan dibenarkan untuk memakai tudung dengan seragam mereka, jika mereka mahu. Saya harap keputusan ini akan diterima semua pihak dengan semangat yang betul dalam usaha untuk memperkukuh iltizam bersama kita bagi masyarakat berbilang kaum dan agama Singapura. Terima kasih.